All right, let's talk about Growing Up Hip Hop ATL Season 2, Episode 6. Again, I apologize. I'm on Spreaker tonight, opposed to being on camera, but I'm not feeling good. And as you can hear, I probably don't sound too well. But I didn't want to leave out the review that I do every week. So let's talk a little bit about what went on down to the Growing Up Hip Hop ATL. Now, if you ask me in this episode, we spent too much time with Bow Wow, Johnny Blaze, and Miss Deb. Johnny had already been DMing this dude all that day, texting him, and he didn't give her no response. When she was on her way to the studio with Miss Deb to meet up with him, she should have told Miss Deb what she had done, but she didn't. And when she gets there, because she had been DMing him all day and acting like a stalker, he ain't want to have nothing to do with her. That's why he got up and he walked out the way that he did. Now, if she had an ounce of sense, she'd have left it alone. But Miss Deb go talk to him, and he say that he feel like it's a setup because this girl been DMing me all day and texting me, and I haven't been responding to it. Miss Deb, I get what you saying about you would like for him and her to be cool, but you obviously see these waters run a whole lot deeper than what you know about. And let's just be honest. Who in the hell is looking for a Bow Wow and Johnny Blaze collab? Anybody? Nobody's looking for it. Nobody's checking for that. Nobody's looking for them to collab with each other. So I don't know why Miss Deb felt like she needed to fix something that didn't need to be fixed. They not cool no more. You don't know what happened, and neither do I. And nobody really gives a damn. But Johnny puts 20 on 10, and everything he said in his confessionals about how she tends to pop off and act, she showed in this scene when she went back there looking for him. And then you done knock down things. Now this is so Dev Studios. It ain't just Bow Wow in that studio. It's other people in there. And because you done made a scene, people coming out, including JD Mama, and you really do look bad. Yeah, he called you a bitch because you were acting like one. And what's so hard about you leaving somebody alone when they say leave me alone? I can't rock like that. That was just way too much. Well, she ends up leaving, and then Bow Wow is able to tell Miss Deb, look, I might have called her a bitch, and maybe you feel like I was wrong for it, but that girl is a little bit too much for me, and I ain't trying to have no affiliation with her. Miss Deb, back out of there and leave that alone before you be upset over nothing, because this girl ain't telling you everything, and that's real. I just didn't understand why she want to act like that. That was just crazy as hell. Way too much. Now Brandon and his quartet that he signed last week. Apparently one of the dudes inside of this quartet went to jail on a drug charge. It ain't really a drug charge, but right now he in jail on a drug charge until it can be proven otherwise. So he has a choice: make it a trio, or don't deal with him at all. I'm assuming he gonna work with him. Ayana, you a better friend than me, for real. They wouldn't come to your photo shoot and support you, wouldn't even give you the benefit of a text message or a phone call to explain why not. And yet you at Toya and Reginae book signing. And Shaniah was there too. Did y'all see how Reginae was all friendly with Ayana, like she was down with possibly posing for the photo shoot for her, when she had said last week that she wouldn't do that with any friend that don't have a popping clothing line? She didn't say all of that. See, that's the reason why I don't fuck with people right now. I ain't no fucking alliances. I'm Lady Nika, solo dolo, and happily I fucks with a few, but only a few. In real life, I'm Nene, minding my own business, with 3 girlfriends in real life that I come around every so often. I'll never let a bitch get close enough to hurt me again. And in my opinion, these girls are not real friends because they couldn't even tell a friend the truth in that moment. I just felt like real friends would have supported you. That was fucked up. Now all that was fake as fuck to me, trying to support these people, but they didn't support you. Then Shaniah brings up about the interview with Brandon, and Reginae is like, well, nah, she didn't know anything about it. And basically it was said that the interview was not a good interview. He kind of said a lot of condescending things and some arrogant things. He was being himself. quite naturally, Reginae not gonna do it. So they suggested that Ayana do it. She don't want to do it, but said she would go talk to Deb first, and then she might talk to Brandon. Well, Shaniah did go talk to him, and when she went to him, she told him, "You sounded condescending," and asked uh, who you saying you work harder than? Are you talking about me? He said he was talking about in general, and I was like, that ain't how that. I don't think that's how that they you said that, because everybody is upset about that. He said he works hard at all his endeavors. She told him, well, he needed to watch how he worded things, but he came off offensive. Brandon, I try to like you, but you took your things a little bit too far in my opinion. Cause later on we see what you said. I can see why everybody is angry with you, but Brat wound up coming in there, and that kind of stopped their conversation and allowed the Brat to have a little conversation with Shaniah. Okay. Shaniah was telling the Brat that she frustrated with her father because she feels like he's not taking her seriously, and she don't really be wanting to do this mood board and prove herself like that. And basically Brat told her, look, your daddy got a method to his madness. When in the long run, you'll understand it. In my opinion, he just making her appreciate the struggle. So when she do get there, see, she not gonna appreciate it if he just cut a check. But if she gotta work for it, she'll appreciate it more. Now, Jhonni and Brandon talking at the book signing. Notice no one was talking to Jhonni Blaze, and very few was talking to Brandon. She replaying what happened between her and Bow, and how she was angered by him calling her a bitch. Again, don't act like no one will call you that when you acting a fool, Jhonni, for real. Ayana and Deb meet up to talk about this video that Brandon made, and finally we get to see some of what he said. And basically what he said was that he's basically the show. They don't really do nothing. Lil Wayne is not a damn legend in his book, and I said, well, that's a matter of opinion, because some of us down here in Lil Wayne's home state don't feel like he's a legend, but we ain't gonna, it's subjective. It's subjective, I'll say that. And basically he just said he was the show. He don't got to do nothing to impress Deb. And he shitted on the fact that she really helped him get here. And Deb say she tired of always trying to fix situations that Brandon mess up. I said, well, why don't you stop? Then we learned some information that I told y'all last season, but very few people seem to have heard me. Brandon is not Deb's son. He ain't even God's son from birth. That's somebody that came into her life about 4 or 5 years ago when her son, the one she talked about on Love and Hip Hop, had committed suicide. Brandon got in that way because he was there and he was real supportive, so she took him in. She go through way too much for him not to even bleed blood and for him to say the things that he say. Deb say that's why she kind of take a step back from him, and she tired of arguing with folks about what he say. She fed up of his bullshit. Now let's go to T.I. and Tiny Estates, child. All the girls having a sleepover, and we learned that it's definite Ayana is getting her breast reduction. Shaniah hit us with she moving in with Willie, and that made me, I'm like, girl, y'all work. Do JD know about this? Question that might hit my mind immediately when I heard that. Ayana brought up Brandon interview, and that was only for them to wind up watching it. And Reginae wasn't feeling it, of course, because he's saying Wayne ain't a legend, and again, that's a matter of opinion. He didn't say that, anything. He didn't say, like, to me, in a way, well, I guess you would be offended. I mean, the way he said it was condescending, but he ain't no legend either, so his words shouldn't matter, but the fact that he said all of that about them is what pissed them off, and I can understand how they feel. They mad about it, and so we see that the Deb goes to see the Brat in the studio. She told Brat about what Brandon said on that interview and how she over it. Plus, she say she feel like he be doing some sneaky stuff because, see, he lived with her, but he disappeared for days sometimes. She feel like he only doing that. He might be doing her dirt, and she don't know why he would do that when she the one that helped him have money in his pocket and get him some notoriety. Now I like the fact that the Brat asked her why she always trying to, being for other folks, being other folks' issues. She's motherly, I get it. She used to being that one, but hell no. Brad told her she need to consider herself, stop letting other folks make her feel bad, because right now she feeling bad. He's fine with what he done said. So she went on to say, when someone shows you who they are, believe them dead. Because right now, he biting the hand that feed him. And she need to let him grow. And I agree with the Brad because she right. Remember, she hasn't known him that long, but yet she extending herself way too much for him. And that's pretty much where it dropped off here. But I just, I feel some kind of way because I was here for Brandon season 1. But it do seem like season 2, he do kind of like not appreciate the blessing. I don't know if it's because people kind of really favored him last season because in truth, Reginae did jump into him and Zani's business and insert herself, so he kind of gathered her ass. But at the same time, this season he has become very condescending. Just like with when he told Deb he ain't nothing but Johnny Blaze's vocal coach. He ain't got to listen to her personal shit. But then he's sitting over here at the party talking to Johnny about personal stuff. What happened with her and Bow Wow? See, a lot of contradiction, and that's just ridiculous. And Shaniah, I don't understand why you planning on trying to move in with a boy at this age. First of all, I understand that he lives in Atlanta and he going to school in Florida. I'm assuming you stay in Florida, but you be in Atlanta. Y'all haven't begun to live life for y'all to be trying to make a decision like that. And I got a feeling your daddy gonna nip that all the way in the bud, and he should, because he's probably the one financing you at this time. So I wouldn't have that. But that was pretty much all that went on Growing Up Hip Hop ATL. If I left anything out you guys would like to talk about, please put it down there in the panic section and we'll talk about it. I might not get to the comments tonight because I'm about to just go to bed. And then I'll come back tomorrow and we'll do the Real Housewives of Atlanta because I didn't even look at it tonight. I forgot it was coming on, but I'm going to catch the replay and I'll see y'all tomorrow with that. And again, like I said, I'm sorry I'm not on camera, but I'm just not feeling myself. For those of y'all that's been with me a minute, for me not to be on camera, it's got to be in relation to this lupus. So just bear with me. I'll be back at myself very soon. Y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe. See you all tomorrow. And we still going to go live this week. Just bear with me. Peace.